Evening all. Well, it's only Dave again. I was going to say the bastard is back. What a name for a DVD. Well, let's have a few laughs, shall we? Oh, Christ. I always say you are what you are in life because of your parents. I was a test tube baby. Dad was a wanker. No, he's a lovely bloke. He used to watch all the old comedies with me. He said, I'll make you have a funny bone. You'd say that too if you know where I stuck it, you know what I mean? Lads, if you want to find out what sort of woman you got, order a KFC. If she asks you for a boneless bucket or a boneless banquet, run away fast. And if she says, I'll have a fillet burger, well, you're fucking well in there, do you know what I mean? Fucking hell. It's hot, isn't it? String vest on. Nips out. Fucking hell. The singer-songwriter Sheryl Crow has never married. According to her ex-fiancé Lance Armstrong, she wasn't the most pleasant woman to be around. When they split up, he did a cover version of her song, Every Day She's a Whinging Cunt. Maybe that's why he turned to the old drugs, you know. Relationships are hard work. I'm from Wales, you wouldn't guess, would you? I'm not shagging a sheep and I ain't got an accent. Fucking hell, Wales, where the men are men and the fucking sheep are scared, you know what I mean? Felco wellies. So, Wales is better than other countries in the UK. I mean, the Welsh have far more love and affection than sex. Just so long as you don't mind jamming the fucking sheep's back legs in your wellies of an evening. No. That's not true, you know. Yeah, fucking hell. World's best mum cup, gravy boat in the shape of a fucking penis. That's definitely bone china. You know what I mean? Fucking hell. Bone china. I remember my first girlfriend. Wow, amazing girl. I had a really big crush on her. I accidentally knocked her in the machine at the fucking scrapyard, do you know what I mean? A big fucking crush. Hell of a crush. Yeah, fucking hell. Trying to help me mate quit smoking. I said, you've got to try and quit smoking, mate. That's bad for you. It killed me ex-girlfriend. He went, oh, was it cancer? I said, no, it's a fucking gas leak. I mean, technology's changing, isn't it? Every fucking thing's digital or electric now. You know, some ladies have tested that out way before now, do you know what I mean? The driverless cars. They got fucking pedals and a steering wheel inside. It's supposed to be fucking driverless. What's that, to take it in for the MOT, is it? Fucking hell. Anyone use deodorant, you know, tss, tss. Lynx Africa. Well, I know a few African people, and I said, in any way does that smell like fucking Africa? It simply put, that fucking don't, does it? It doesn't smell like antelope shite, lions feeding on fucking carcasses, or anything else vaguely African, you know. It doesn't smell like bitter cola or plantains, do you know what I mean? Why we call it Lynx Africa? The people in Africa don't even use Lynx. They're a bit more upmarket. You know, posh stuff. I was playing some music the other day. If you were the only girl in the world, you'd have a saw beaver. Yeah? Us humans are so smart. Spend millions on solar panels and fucking smart, you know, electric cars. And that's all cloudy. You don't get any fucking energy. Yeah, fucking hell. And we're so smart. We spray all the fruit and veg with toxic shite. They wear hazmat suits and respirators to spraying them, so the animals and bugs won't eat them. Then we fucking eat them. Not smart. Right, back to the smart ones that are listening. Fucking hell. I was on the golf course today. There was two women playing golf in front of us. When I teed off, I hit one of them right in the fucking head with a golf ball. My mate went, what a shot. Fuck. So her friend ran back to the clubhouse and she said, is there a doctor in here? Is there a doctor in here? I was full of them. You'll find a doctor, go to the fucking golf club. A doctor came running out with his bag. He said, where was she hit? And the woman said, between the first and second hole. He looked up her skirt, took her knickers down. He said, bloody hell, it don't leave much room for a plaster, does it? Do you know what I mean? Between the first and... You'll get it later. Well, hopefully, you know. I was sitting in a coffee shop in the town centre, and this geezer run past in a military uniform being chased by two military police. He quickly ran in the post office, and there was a nun in there. He hid up her habit, you know, up your skirt. And the military police run past, didn't see a fucking thing. He came out when they'd gone, and he said, thank you, sister. I'm a soldier, and they want me to go and fight in Ukraine. I don't want to fucking go. He said, but while I was under your habit, I noticed you haven't shaved your legs for a little while, but they're actually quite soft. And the nun turned round and she said, If you'd looked a little further up those legs, you'd have seen a big pair of hairy fucking bollocks, because I don't want to go to Ukraine either. Fucking hell. Yeah, you'll get that one later and all. Fucking hell. Scientists kept a star hotter than the sun burning inside a machine for 102 seconds. Why? It's a fucking living hell right now. Trying to fucking burn us all down. Yeah, fucking hell. Some things are helpful right now. We could use the billions of pounds for that to try and do good things and not fucking implode the planet. You know what I mean? If they spent that money on, you know, supercharged vitamins and minerals for all of us, we'd all be healthier, wouldn't we? I'm a bit healthier lately. Yeah, fucking hell. They spend millions every year making new weapons. Why? They can kill people quicker. Why don't they use that intelligence for better things? You know, make the planet better, you know. The nukes could wipe us all out. They've got them already. Surely that's enough. Yeah, why don't we start doing some other good stuff, you know? Clean water, good food, make a real difference. Yeah, fucking hell. Politicians, fucking hell. IKEA Starmer, I call him that, he's got a fucking screw loose and his cabinet's falling apart. Kicked him out now, haven't they? Yeah, I tried liking a politician before, you can't win. They'll say, I'll do this and do that, do the fucking opposite. It's got so bad now, they turned the fucking light off at the end of the tunnel to save money. Then they give the money away to their friends. Madness. Yeah, Keir Starmer. Won't stop winter payments. Stopped them. Won't rise taxes. Stopped it. You know, put them up twice as much. Add 20 new more taxes. In an interview they said, would you choose Davos or Westminster? He said fucking Davos. Enough said. That's his words, not mine. Fucking hell. Sorry, that's the fucking climate meeting next week. My mate said, Dave, your comedy's quite good. You just need to get out there and show yourself to everybody. The first open mic night I got done for indecent exposure. Fucking, what's going on, you know? Indecent. I told you before I got a big cock. Here it is. Yeah, fucking hell. Get down the beach, half the women have their tits out. We don't complain, do we, lad? Indecent exposure. That was decent exposure. I did a comedy show a little while ago. I said to the lad, I've got some new punchlines. He said, we'll give you some new punchlines. 5 of them knocked the fuck out of me before I went on. Lines of blood and bruises around me face. Fucking punchlines. Punchlines. Yeah, I've been into holistical health for a long time. For me health, you know. But some of it goes a bit far, doesn't it? Like fucking sticking pipes up your arse and sucking out the contents. Fucking, I want to be healthy, but I ain't jamming a fucking hoover up my arse and turning it on. Fuck off. Yeah, have a glass of juice. Fucking eat a carrot, you know. Wax a carrot. That's an exercise. Holistic friend of mine says, if you want to enhance your libido, your big cock, he said, you get your cock and you stick it in a bag of cashew nuts. The vitamin E and minerals will rejuvenate it. I told the missus what I was doing. She said, I think you're both fucking nuts. You know what I mean? And words are powerful. You need to be careful what you say. Make sure you're saying positive things. Said to the missus, I'm going to a chip shop later. Would you like a big portion? She said, yes, please. You made love for an hour, then I went down the fucking fish and chip shop. Yeah. Well, there was one in there as well. It's not a good advert for food, is it? Yeah, I said, chips, please. She said, big portion, sir. I said, well, she's just had a very big portion, but yeah, another one won't hurt, you know. Salt and vinegar, please. Yeah. You know, I was talking to my missus. She said, Dave, I want some fun tonight. I'm having a bottle of Prosecco. I'm going to let me hair down. I said, not the hair, the hair on your big hairy beaver. She said, no, I shaved it off now. Sorry, I've broken your fucking edge trimmer. Going to have to fucking sharpen the blades on that bastard tomorrow. Hope she ain't burnt the motor out, you know what I mean? Yeah. So, he said, I want to have lots of fun tonight. You're fit and strong. I want you to be a stallion in bed. Well, I ordered a fucking horse costume. I said, you'll have to be the front bit, and then I'll get in the back, and I'll take you from behind. I'm not a fucking horse, love, you know. Stallion is a fucking horse. I said, but I will give you a good Roger if you like, you know. Fucking hell. At work, we've got this system for rubbish bags. Very relevant topic after that. Red for toxic, yellow for clinical waste, and a yellow bag with a black stripe for offensive waste. What the fuck's offensive waste? I picked the bag up and it said, fuck off, Dave, you Welsh cunt. That's why it's called offensive waste. We always use black bags for the bins, I complained. Racism. Now we've got white rubbish bags. Equality, folks, equality. Fair's fair. Until Black Friday sale. The fuck's that? We used to have a Blue Cross sale where they put a Blue Cross on it and everything was cheaper. In this day and age, you put a fucking Red Cross on it, wouldn't you? Fucking hell. For instance, in America, after the school shootings, they've banned toy guns. But they let them have the fucking real ones. You can't pretend to shoot somebody, but you can actually fucking shoot them. Work that out. And little Johnny's getting ready for school. All ready for school, Johnny? Yes, Dad. Pack lunchbox? Yeah. Water, reading diary, pencil case, Uzi 9mm. Have a good day, son. Madness. I was listening to country music there. I love that. Baby, lock the door and turn the lights down low. I love it. Put Tammy Wynette on. Stand by your man. She's been married 5 times. I thought the lion cow. Stand by your man. Yeah, fucking hell. My friend was going through some bad times recently. Bad times. He tried to commit suicide. He got the pills mixed up and took 100 fucking laxatives. I thought, what a way to go. Well, what a way to keep fucking going, do you know what I mean? Then he tried to drown himself, poor fucker. And he floated. And someone pulled him out. He tried to gas himself. And the bill was 120 quid. The next day, he ran in front of the cars. They kept swerving around him. Sadly, he did manage to kill himself. In the end, he shot himself in the head at point blank range. Sad story. I tried to talk him out of it, but it went in one ear and out the fucking other. You know what I mean? Yeah, fuck me. Well, not tonight, I'll get a headache, but it's fucking mask. My mate said his missus told him that sex on holiday was much better than normal. He said it's the worst fucking postcard he ever had, to be honest. Terrible, isn't it? You watch the World Cup? Harry Kane's forgotten how to cook some chicken and burgers. Help me, Gemini. Fuck off. We've been cooking chicken and burgers since fucking 1966. Did we forget? I mean, the bloke has got a team of dietitians and nutritionists 24 fucking 7. And anyway, he's rich, he won't be cooking a fucking thing. Yeah, when you're cooking chicken and burgers and sausages on the barbecue, you're normally pissed. If we can do it, pissed. I'm pretty sure he can fucking do it. We don't need an app to tell us how to cook some fucking chicken. We've been doing it for fucking 50 years, you know what I mean? Another advert comes on. Donate money for water in Africa. £8 a month can supply a whole village. £8 a month? Please send your money. I was struck on the phone to Anglian Water. Customer services, please. Thank you for your call. How come a village in Africa can have water for a month for fucking 8 quid? I'm being charged 68 quid here. That's just me and the fucking missus. Hello? 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 Beep. Do you know what I mean? I was crashed into by a fucking car the other day on the way to work. I called the old Bill. He said, hit and run, eh? Yeah. What sort of car was it? I said, it was a Kia. He said, what model was it? I said, it was a Kia Soul, but it had an R on it, a racing sort of. He said, so it was an R Soul then? I went, well, yeah, pretty much. I said, it should have been called a fucking Kia Starmer. He said, why? I said, well, the way he was manoeuvring on the fucking road, he nearly took us all out. You know what I mean? Jesus. On the way back, a Land Rover Discovery was doing 30 in a 40-mile-an-hour limit for 7 miles. You know when you're in a hurry and you want to fucking get somewhere? I shouted out the window. Make a fucking Discovery, mate. It's 40 mile an hour, you inconsiderable twat. Says, sorry, officer. Back to the station, are we? Got me fucking collar felt. Yeah, my son was watching the TV. SpaceX, Elon Musk shot, He said, Dad, I wish I could have been shot into space. I said, son, if your mum weren't so drunk that night, you fucking would have been. You know what I mean? A little bit of fun. Enjoy the hot weather if you're not already sweating and drinking a gallon of water. Try and be good to each other. Try and have a laugh. I do. I mean, if I weren't here saying loads of crap, who else would you moan at for the night? Take care. Look after each other.